Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again it's Monday afternoon. I'm here with Dan Priest and we're talking insurance here on the upper Texas coast. You know, Dan, we've talked about, in fact, we were admiring the water, wondering if we're going to fish tomorrow morning, and Dan said, what do you want to talk about? And I said, you know, we've covered golf cart, we've covered boat, we've covered flood and homeowners because of the hurricane season. What about business? We've got a lot of businesses, or in the past 6 months now, we've got some new businesses here on Bolivar. And, you know, business insurance, that's one of those things you really don't think about, but you do. Like for me in the tourism center, I have to have so much insurance. So if someone came in and fell, if I fell, if, you know, we had a fire and stuff, what should people look at for business insurance here on the coast? Because a lot of them, we can't get flood insurance at some places. And
Right.
So what can we do to make sure we're protected the best way possible?
Good questions. So, you know, business insurance in a lot of ways down here is a lot like homeowners insurance, meaning that the peril of windstorm and the peril of flood, well, floods never end, but the peril
Right.
of windstorm is pulled out. And there are some restrictions on some businesses here about that. So where you can get property insurance, you get property. One of the biggest differences between homeowners insurance and commercial insurance is not in all, because there are some things called BOPs, which are like a package, but most commercial insurance is a lot like going to the grocery store. And you have this recipe for what you may need in your business, the type of coverage you may need, whether it's just slip and fall type coverage, or if you're a contractor, do you need this thing called products and completed operations for what you do. So when you go to the grocery store and you're making a recipe, you have to get out all the little different ingredients on your shelf. So we need to get to know your business, and we need to talk to you about that in an open and frank way so we can help ascertain the type of coverages that you may need. You know, we've gone with basically the fire coverage and a hazard, possibly theft, wind, and talking about flood. There's also workers' compensation coverage, which as a business owner, it's very inexpensive, and it really protects you in a big way. And there's other coverage as well. Employee practices coverage, directors and officers if you're part of an organization that you need. So commercial insurance, one, is a little bit, it is a little bit more of a specialized thing, because it's not just go to the shelf and get this one coverage. There are different components of it, and we haven't talked about business auto.
Right.
That's something as well, whether you just
like
have
the Bolivar Live truck.
Like great example, you paid a lot for customization.
Right.
If you want that coverage, you have to talk about that.
Right.
And it's very, very specific to what you want and what you need. And it's a tough market right now in commercial insurance. So talk to us about that. We have some good markets.
But I can tell you, you know, I've had my insurance and had Dan look at my insurance, and y'all found some stuff, because I'm one of these that sort of like when we were talking about the boat, read it to me and tell me what it says. Yeah. They found some things that they thought I should change, and we're going to. And so, you know, insurance is one of those things for me. Man, I really hate to talk about it, but I have to have it.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that my customers that are on the Bolivar Live truck are covered. I have to make sure that if someone walks in and a gumball was left on the floor and they slip, they're covered. And so it's one of those things that you really, really need to dive into it and work with someone that knows it. And I can tell you, just working with the girls up there, I had to send them stuff, and they had questions on equipment. And the great part is, what I've done is I have a spreadsheet of all my equipment, and this is an idea. And if you start that spreadsheet, every time you buy something, you take and add it to the bottom of the spreadsheet. And if you get rid of something because it broke or you sold it, you take it off the spreadsheet. And that way, and I keep that. Kathy's got a copy, I've got a copy. So I take that with me everywhere.
You know, that's
especially
something you're talking about there is important. So like a home insurance,
right.
As a business owner, you know, we just, this necessary evil of insurance, and which is you have to have. You can't, owning a business is like raising a child.
That's right.
And so you've got to protect that child.
And as you grow, or the child grows, you need more coverage.
Your insurance needs grow. So one of the things you talked about is correct, and there's one more step. So you've got, if you're keeping that inventory, you still got to let your insurance agent know that you made those
added
changes.
it. Right.
So there's some things that you may buy and like, oh, you think it's covered and maybe it's not. You need to let us know and talk to us about it.
Well, and on this sheet there, it has like MAC addresses for computers. It has serial numbers.
Yeah, different things.
Should have the price of what I paid for it and when I bought it. Like last year, we went out and bought a bunch of camera equipment. And so I made sure as I brought it home, to the office, I told Kathy, add this to it and fax it in to the insurance cover. So anyway, but business insurance, Priest Insurance isn't just home, golf cart, and boat. They're also business insurance. And I'm sure we're going to get into insurance for rentals here in the coming weeks.
Yep.
But I wanted to let y'all know Priest Insurance can cover you for everything, whether you're here on Bolivar, in Lumberton, Beaumont, Dallas, Houston. Give them a call. They really work good with their customers, and they get to know their customers so they can make sure they have the insurance they need. Dan, how can people get hold of you if they want to get hold of you and talk to Smiley?
Well, commercial insurance, she's a good one to talk to.
That's right.
For flood down at the beach as well. priestinsuranceenagency.com, or you can simply call us at 409-755-7600.
Great. Well, you know, we do our insurance show every Monday at 3:30 with Priest Insurance. If you have an idea, put it in the comments on what you want to learn or another show you'd like to see. And remember, now you can see Bolivar Live on our Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire, and on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Bolivar Live, or you can, if you don't have social media, you can find it on our website and watch all these shows. We're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed your view, your beach here on Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001, providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972, with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceenagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.